Real estate math, plug it in. 9.6, qualifying the borrower. Question, memorize it. What is the maximum loan a borrower can get using the 28-36% rule? Keywords, loan and borrower. Memorize your formula. Make your T-bar. HE for housing expense and recurring. On the left side, GAI, gross annual income divided by 12, has to be in the form of gross monthly income, GMI. And on the right side, your ratio rate. Then up at the top, after the HE and recurring, minus your TI, your taxes and insurance, minus your recurring, equals your PI with a question mark, divided by your loan factor. You plug in this information from your problem, equals, and then times 1,000 equals the maximum loan amount, which is your answer. Now, it seems like a long formula, but not really, because all this information will be in your problem and you just plug it in. But you have to memorize this formula so that you can get the right answer. Now, let's plug. What is the maximum loan Mary can get if her annual income is $60,000? And we know that the annual income is $60,000. So you want to write in $60,000 for your annual income. But we know it has to be in the form of gross monthly income. So you have to divide that by 12. Now, let's get your calculator and let's plug. 60,000 divided by 12 equals 5,000. So we have one side of our T-bar fixed, 5,000. Now let's look at our problem. If you see the word recurring, you know automatically that you're going to use 36%. They give you both of them, so you have to choose which one is right. And from your problem, if the word recurring is in your problem, you always use 36%. So you put in 36% because recurring is included in it. 28% only has the HE, but 36% has the HE and recurring. Now, let's go back to our calculator and say that times 36% to get our first question mark. And you get 1,800. Now, minus TI and minus recurring. Look at our problem. We see that the TI is your taxes and insurance are $160, and then we see that the recurring debts are the total of $700. So we put minus 160 and minus 700, and we can eyeball it and see that that's $860. So we go to our calculator and minus out $860. We have the answer for the PI. Our next question mark is 940. We know it's divided by the loan factor. Look at our problem, and we see that the loan factor is 6.7. So we'll divide it by 6.7. Go back to the calculator, divide what you have in by 6.7, the loan factor. And it comes out 140, 29.85. So you can continue now by saying that times 1,000, because you have it in your calculator, the answer from those two. So times 1,000. This is something wonderful about these problems. You just keep on plugging in. And your answer is 140,2985. So you put that down as your answer, 140,298.5. And we know 5 or over goes up to the next number. So it'll be 140,299 is your answer. And we look down at the choosing your answers, and we know that the answer is A, 140,299.